We have four amazing artists here with us tonight that are part of Ananya Dance Theater, a local dance company. They're going to be sharing some of their wisdom through their topics that they work with within the dance scene here in the Twin Cities.
So maybe we can begin by chatting a little bit about what we mean by contemporary dance and what you think of the word contemporary.
I feel like as a company we've discussed this a lot, and it's continuing. Like, it's not something that you can settle on. Like, what does contemporary mean? Because I also feel that it's constantly redefining itself.
Contemporary is constantly redefined by the people. You know, art continues to be a reflection of whatever world those artists are living in.
To me, contemporary, first and foremost, means being outside of definitions and boxes. And, you know, it really depends on the artist, the context, and the issues that they're confronting, that they're negotiating, you know, in creating their art. Well, I always think about, you know, the two words traditional and contemporary. We tend to use them as binaries or opposite to each other. So in this case, the dance we're going to see, they call themselves contemporary, but they're accessing traditional elements, whether it's language or cultural icons.
I want us to think about how I want us to maybe prepare our minds about how we'll see this contemporary dance, and we'll see many ideas of tradition, many ideas of culturally specific movement and culturally specific ideas enter the work in order to give us a doorway into what's going on there. I'd love to know what all of you are expecting. What do you?
I'm expecting a lot of physicality, kind of based on what I saw today, and I'm expecting, I think, a little bit more articulation of different elements within an identity. Because
art is creativity, and it's also interpretation. So if you have an agenda, are you creating something, or are you interpreting it, and how you make both of those coexist at the same time.
Dance that comes with this clear cultural context always invokes a set of expectations like that, right? I'm going to take a quick opportunity to let Renee, Chitra, and Hui here tell you a little bit about the work we are creating, which is very similar.
So the current year-long work that we're working on is Mohona, or Estuaries of Desire. And it's part of a quartet of works that we're examining systemic violence within communities of women of color around the world. And we're working through these different metaphors. So we worked through mud first, and then gold and oil, and now we're on water.
So how do we create a contemporary piece of work? We don't have a formula to work with. So we innovate everything, and then we ground our work in research, in conversations with community members, activists. So in this case, you know, Indigenous Peoples Task Force, women who are walking from Lake Superior down to the Gulf to basically, you know, demonstrate respect for water, like, you know, from the indigenous perspective. So our work, you know, our alliances with the indigenous community in Minnesota, you know, we talk about indigeneity a lot. And so we explore different cultural elements. We work with Professor Wang Ping from Macalester University.
Well, thank you, Ananya. Let's thank all of the amazing dancers here tonight. Great conversation. Thanks for sharing that with us. And definitely check them out in the Twin Cities. They're definitely one of our local gems.